You bought a water flosser to improve your oral hygiene, but right now it probably feels like a messy chore. If you're like most new users, your gums might be bleeding and your bathroom mirror is covered in water spots. But there is a much bigger problem hiding inside your device. If you're simply emptying the tank and putting it away, you are creating the perfect breeding ground for black mold and pink slime. I'm going to walk you through a complete splash-free flossing routine and then show you a 10-second teardown trick that guarantees your internal tubing stays completely clean. To start, you need your flosser, a sink, and a tank filled with lukewarm water. Learning how to position the nozzle protects your gums, but mastering the post-use cleanup protects your body from pumping harmful bacteria straight into your bloodstream. We need to nail both to get the actual benefits of this tool. The best time to use your water flosser is immediately before you brush your teeth. By blasting away plaque and food particles first, you clear a path. This allows the fluoride in your toothpaste to actually make contact with your enamel and protect your teeth. You should fill your tank with lukewarm water to avoid shocking sensitive nerves. If you want a fresher feeling, you can also add standard mouthwash to the mix. This diagram shows the safe limits for your device. You can use a maximum ratio of 1 part mouthwash to 1 part water. However, you should never add essential oils, iodine, or baking soda. Keeping your mixtures within these limits prevents harsh reactions on your gum tissue and keeps the delicate rubber seals inside the machine from degrading and leaking. Now place the tip in your mouth and lean directly over the sink. Do this before you even touch the power button. Close your lips just enough to prevent water from splashing onto the mirror, but keep them slightly parted so the water can continuously flow out of your mouth and down the drain. Check your pressure dial. If this is your first week, set it to the lowest level. Many beginners crank the setting to high, thinking it will clean better. All that does is slice into your gums, causing unnecessary bleeding and pain. Hover the tip about 2 to 3 millimeters away from your teeth. It shouldn't physically scrape against the enamel. Notice the correct positioning. The tip aims the water stream at exactly a 90-degree angle to the tooth. But if you point the tip down into the gum line, the pressure drives bacteria deeper into the gum pocket, causing inflammation. Striking that perfect 90-degree angle is what actually lifts and flushes the sticky plaque away from the tissue. Precision matters much more than raw power. With your posture set and the device on, start at your back molars and slowly work your way forward along the gum line. Trace the edge where the tooth meets the gum. When you reach the space between 2 teeth, pause briefly to let the water flush out the hidden gaps. Notice this timer. You need to spend 2 to 3 seconds on every single tooth, cleaning both the outside and inside surfaces. Once you finish your entire mouth, hit the power button to turn the machine off while the nozzle is still inside your mouth. Taking a full minute to slowly trace your entire gum line removes far more bacteria than quickly blasting your teeth on the highest pressure setting. Now we arrive at the most important part of the routine. FDA medical device reports show that users regularly discover severe mold and algae growth inside their flosser tubing when residual water is left sitting. To stop this, detach the water reservoir, dump out every drop of remaining liquid, and shake it dry. In this internal view, you can see why emptying the tank isn't enough. Water hides in the pump and hose. Turn the power back on and let the empty machine run for 5 to 10 seconds until no more water sputters out of the nozzle. Finally, leave the reservoir cap open and store the device upright in a well-ventilated spot on your counter so the internal parts can completely air dry. Executing this 10-second dry run purge cuts off the moisture supply that mold needs to survive, ensuring your device stays sanitary and your bloodstream stays safe. If you followed those steps, your mouth should feel incredibly clean, and you didn't have to mop up the bathroom sink to achieve it. If you notice mild bleeding from your gums, don't panic. As you clear out the plaque, your tissue will heal and the bleeding will typically stop after about a week. Aim to use your water flosser at least 5 days a week to maintain that low level of inflammation and keep tartar from returning. The daily habit is what ultimately transforms your dental health. If this routine helped you finally master your water flosser without the mess, subscribe to the channel and let me know how your first splash-free session went in the comments below.
Step through the doorway, are unfolding. Can you see them now? The earth, the sun, the universe will show you how. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the light. Welcome to Linderworld.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. See you in the next video.